Here's the story for you. I almost left my camera in Japan, in Tokyo, on our way to Bali, and I about had a heart attack because, so the story goes, we were flying Air Asia, and we realized, getting into the airport at Tokyo, that they have a 7 kilos weight limit for your carry-on bags, and we have our packs, and I think our packs are, mine may be an okay size, but Michael's just a couple centimeters over the limit lengthwise, and we are definitely not 15 pounds. So what we had read online was try to make your bag look small. If your bag looks heavy, they're gonna weigh it apparently. So I took everything heavy out of my pack, all the books, all of my makeup things, all of my all the bulky things. I basically just left my clothes in my pack, and everything else I put in this tiny little bag, and that's why it's ripped to shreds, because it couldn't handle the weight. And my little red bag weighed more than my giant green pack. But anyways, so I had it all in my red bag, and therefore I didn't have any room for my camera. And so I had my pack on, I had my little red bag, I was carrying it, or I had it on my front, and then I had my camera like on my shoulder or around my neck, so it wasn't in anything, it was separate, it was out. And so we had gotten to our gate with plenty of time. Michael got a coffee or a beer or something from this little cafe, and I was like, he was ordering, and I put my things down, I took it off, and I said, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick while you're ordering, and then we can go down to our gate. And so I put all my stuff down, went to the bathroom, I came back, we picked up our stuff, and we went down to our gate, and we ended up taking like a 2-hour nap because we were just waiting for our flight to start boarding. And then so I just like snoozing for 2 hours, and then like 15 minutes before we were supposed to start boarding, I happened to look around, thank God, and realized that my camera was not with me. And I had about a heart attack, and I woke up a napping Michael and said, do you know where my camera is? Have you seen it? And he said, no. And he said, just be calm, like look around. I said, I've looked through all my things, I can't find it. And I went up to where I had put my stuff, and it was gone, and there's people sitting there, and I said, someone's taken it, like why wouldn't you take a camera? And I just started like looking at everyone and being like, it could be in their bag, it could be in their bag. And that's not a very nice thing of me to do, but I mean, I've been to plenty of places, especially Europe, where you could have the things on you and they will get stolen or pickpocketed. But Japan is a glorious, wonderful place, and it did not get stolen. So I went up to the cafe where Michael had gotten his thing and tried to use my Japanese phrase book and asked them if someone had turned in a camera and they didn't have a camera. And so then I asked them if there was a lost and found nearby, and they sent me to an information phone, which didn't connect me to anything. I'm freaking out at this point because I'm like, our flight's gonna be boarding, I've lost it all, like I didn't even, like everything I had so far from that trip was on the SD card that was in my camera. And I was like, how am I gonna make videos when I get home? And so finally I went down to the gate agent for where we were flying out of, and I asked her if there was a lost and found nearby because I had lost my camera, and she was so calm about it, which helped, I guess. And she's like, right, what kind of camera did you have? And I said, it's a Canon, it looks like this, blah blah blah, it's this kind of, I named it off. And she called, I don't know who she called, but she's like, yes, we have it. Our ticket agent counter person or whatever has it, is bringing it down. And I went, what, you're kidding me, someone has it? Like, it's not lost, it's not stolen. Oh, and so we're sitting kind of by the counter on this little ledge by the window, and people are like boarding, and I'm just like, calm down, your camera's coming. And so people are boarding, and then the person comes, and I'm like, thank you so much. And this other like backpacker traveler was like, isn't Japan just great? And I said, oh my gosh, yes. So just a little known fact, people in Japan are looking out for you, and they won't steal your things, they'll turn them into the lost and found. It's so nice. It's not like Italy or those places where things are stolen.